Doug McCain here for Get More Sports. You can follow me at DMac_LA. That's at DMac_LA. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, and most importantly, give me all your takes right down below in the comment section. I want all your takes on today's topic right down below in the comment section. And of course, we're going to start with coronavirus and its impact on the world of basketball specifically. So we're in the middle of March, and that is peak basketball season. That's when you have the conference tournaments, followed by March Madness, followed by the NBA playoffs. Well, for starters, there will be no March Madness. March Madness is March Sadness. We will not have a March Madness this year. Some people were hoping that the tournament would get pushed back. Some people were hoping that maybe we'd have an April Anarchy or a May Madness, but that is not the case. The tournament has been completely canceled, and I totally understand. As much as it hurts, I totally understand because of the logistical nightmare that is the NCAA tournament. You got a lot of people traveling on planes to all four corners of the United States, so with the virus like the coronavirus, it didn't make any sense. So I totally get it, but it still hurts because we won't have a champion, and I feel for those seniors. Those seniors, that is their last opportunity to win a national champion, and it really has to hurt, but it had to be done. Now, this all stems back from Rudy Gobert testing positive for coronavirus. Rudy Gobert really has become the poster child as far as athletes in America and the coronavirus. So that really was the inciting incident for sports and the whole shutdown that we've seen in the last 48 hours. Here's Adam Silver talking about his decision to go on a 30-day hiatus.
I got a call from the league office that we had just learned, literally is right before tip of that Utah Jazz Oklahoma City game, that Rudy Gobert, and I'm almost only saying his name because he made it public that he was one of the players that ultimately we learned tested positive, that although he had been separated from his team the day before because he had been running a fever, and once his test came back positive, we needed to make a decision whether we were then going to cancel the game. And the fans were in the seats ready to go. We were now 5 or 10 minutes past the point we were supposed to tip. I spoke to Clay Bennett, who was there, owner of Oklahoma City Thunder, Sam Presti, the GM, and also spoke to some representatives of the Utah Jazz. And I think we quickly agreed that this should not, of course, be a business decision. We should be listening to the public health experts, Oklahoma City, and the team doctors. They conferred and fairly quickly decided we should not be playing. And then so, you know, I think I officially canceled the game.
So yes, Rudy Gobert becomes the first major athlete in America to test positive for coronavirus. And hey, what he did was wrong. It was the opposite of prudent. He was very careless when he's messing with the mics. He was making light of the whole coronavirus situation just a few days before. So Rudy Gobert makes fun of coronavirus, and coronavirus is like, hey, you think I'm playing? No way, you're going to be testing positive. So the irony in all that was just such a coincidence for Rudy Gobert to be the first major athlete to test positive for coronavirus, and Rudy Gobert was not happy with himself. He went to Instagram the following day and released this statement. I want to thank everyone for the outpouring of concern and support over the last 24 hours. I have gone through so many emotions since learning of my diagnosis, mostly fear, anxiety, and embarrassment. The first and most important thing is I would like to publicly apologize to the people that I may have endangered. At this time, I had no idea I was even infected. I was careless and make no excuse. I hope my story serves as a warning and causes everyone to take this seriously. I will do whatever I can to support using my experience as a way to educate others and prevent the spread of this virus. I am under great care and will fully recover. Thank you again for all your support. I encourage everyone to take all of the steps to stay safe and healthy. Love. And then after Donovan Mitchell tested positive, he went to Instagram and he released this statement. Thanks to everyone who has been reaching out since hearing the news about my positive test. We are all learning more about the seriousness of this situation, and hopefully people can continue to educate themselves and realize that they need to behave responsibly, both for their own health and for the well-being of those around them. I appreciate the authorities in Oklahoma who were helpful with the testing process and everyone from the Utah Jazz who have been so supportive. I am going to keep following the advice of our medical staff and hope that we can all come together and be there for each other and our neighbors who need our help. Heart emoji, spider emoji. According to Adrian Wojnarowski, there's a lot of tension between Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. There's a lot of work to be done to repair the relationship with Rudy and the team.
The Jazz are fortunate that they don't have to get back together and start playing games again right now. There is a lot of work to do to repair relationships, not just between Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, but others in the locker room. There's a lot of frustration with Gobert. He certainly was apologetic today, but this is going to test. They've got great leadership in Utah. Dennis Lindsey, Justin Zanuck, Quinn Snyder, their coach, and in that locker room, it's going to be a test for all of them to get this team back on track if and when they return to playing this season.
May speak up.
And then today, Chris Mannix of Sports Illustrated reported that Donovan Mitchell is, quote, extremely frustrated with Rudy Gobert, and that is not good news for the Utah Jazz. In the coming weeks, they need to repair that relationship if they want to get this organization back on track. And look, Rudy Gobert, what he did was inexcusable. He mocked the coronavirus, and then the coronavirus mocked him back. Because when you think of Rudy Gobert, you're going to think of the coronavirus. He could win multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. He could win the MVP. He could win an NBA championship, but we'll all remember him as the first guy to test positive for coronavirus because, let's be honest, his positive test led to the cancellation of March Madness, led to the suspension of playing Major League Baseball, the MLS, the NHL, the NBA, even the NFL with the workouts and meetings. It all stems from Rudy Gobert's positive test, and that could be a positive. Rudy Gobert testing positive could have a positive impact on the decline of cases for the coronavirus. So like I said, I'm not a medical expert, but if we had allowed these guys to keep playing, who knows how many guys really had it. He can't be the only one, right? So unfortunately, this is a bad situation for Rudy Gobert. He's embarrassed. He's sick on top of everything. I think it's important to stop piling on Rudy Gobert. He knows what he did was wrong. He's going to pay the price for it. His legacy will be remembered as the coronavirus athlete. That's just the reality. And another thing this does is, hey, it shows that these athletes, they're humans. They're not untouchable. Yes, they're big, strong, and fast, but they can catch the virus just as easily as you and I can. So look, we look at these athletes as superheroes, right? I'm looking at bobbleheads right now and posters on the wall. That's how we treat these athletes. Well, it turns out they're human and not superhuman, and Rudy Gobert testing positive let us know that. So yes, his actions were inexcusable, but at some point, it's time to stop being rude to Rudy. Doug McCain here for Get More Sports. You can follow me at DMac_LA. That's at DMac_LA. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, and most importantly, give me all your takes right down below in the comment section. I want all your takes on today's topic right down below in the comment section.